We can continue with the MIDI out. The thing is, our CV and gate values that we have in our sequence, in our track, can be converted into a MIDI message. We have three different types of MIDI message. A voice message that include note on, note off, pitch and velocity, control change message, and program change message. We can use the tracks in different ways related with the MIDI channels and the type of message. For example, if we put the same type of voice message in track A and track B, and we put the same channel in track A and in track B, we will be having two voice polyphony. We can go up to 8 channels pointing to the same, 8 tracks pointing to the same channel, so we will have 8 voice polyphony. This is not the main purpose of this sequencer, but it can be done. We also can combine 2 tracks to have pitch and velocity. For example, the CV information in track A can be used to change the pitch, to send information about the pitch, and the CV information in track B can be used to send information about the velocity. So the two tracks are combined to send a MIDI message that controls when a note starts, when a note ends, and the pitch and the velocity. To do this test, we have 3 external synthesizers. In MIDI channel 1, we have the Moog Subsequent. In MIDI channel 2, we have the Dave Smith Mofo. And in MIDI channel 3, we have the microcode. To access the MIDI out configuration, we press Function, and then this button, the 4th button, that it's called MIDI. We go to MIDI out, and here we choose. For example, we say that track A will be controlling channel 1 and voice note message. So if we go here and we activate we can change the pitch, change some notes. We can go to MIDI out configuration again and say that channel 1 again is controlling type, voice type, but now we can say that it's controlling velocity. So if we go to track B, if we change the CV, but this sound does not help to identify the velocity. This one is more clear. For example, we can add some randomness. Now we are using track B to control track B to control this, but we can use it, for example, to control the cutoff frequency of the synthesizer, that in this case is CC number 19. Adjusting the range, we can adjust. Now we are taking all the time the information from the sequence, from the pattern, but there's another option. The other option is to use an LFO. So if we go to LFO in track B, we can activate an LFO. Can be a triangle. We can do it a little bit longer for patterns long. We can decrease a little bit the amplitude. We will go to 3 volts, and we can put a little bit more offset. So now the LFO is controlling CC19, that is the cutoff frequency of the synthesizer. Okay, notice that here we have nothing connected. This doesn't mean that when we use the MIDI output with this assignment, we cannot use this gate and CB outputs. So what we are gonna do, we are gonna duplicate or double that voice. We can also send CB here. And at the same time, this LFO, it's not being used. It's the same LFO that we are sending to the filter, so we are gonna send it also to the filter of that Euro rack voice that we have here. And one more thing, as we are using the LFO, we are not using the gates for any purpose, so we can still use that gates to trigger, for example, a drum module. Okay, we can jump to another voice. Let's go to MIDI configuration, MIDI output. We go to track C, and we say that channel 2, that it's the MOFO, will be a voice. We go to track C, and we can create some notes. We can do a track length here to shorten the duration of the track. Another thing we haven't talked about, it's the program change. So we can do something funny here. I don't promise good results, but we will try. What I will do now, I copy track C, I paste it in track D. Now I go to MIDI output. I choose here that channel 2, track D, will be controlling channel 2, and it will be changing program change in bank 2. So now the CB is changing to different presets, to different programs in the synth. We can leave it fixed, or we can add a little bit of random. if we mute track D, we will be muting just the program change. In track C we still have the notes. Let's put the original. That was this one. We can also need to talk about polyphony. So what we can do is use track E, track F and track G to control 3 voices of the microcode, for example. So we go to MIDI output and we say channel 3 voice message, channel 3 voice message, channel 3 voice message. We first will try to do a short chord in one pattern, and then we will try to do a longer structure with more chords, but nothing complicated, something easy. We create a note. We put a tie here, so the note will be high until it finds another gate. And now we copy that track into the next one and into the next one. And now we modify the notes. Then we can do a duplicate of that pattern. Pattern 2, another duplicate. We use that buttons to change the pattern, so we jump to pattern 2 and we remove the note, so we will have silence between chords. And then we go to pattern using the shortcut here. We do a copy of pattern 2 and we put it on pattern 4. So now, then we jump to pattern 3 and we change some notes here. And then we go to pattern and we can do a chain of the 4 patterns we have created.